Hello, friends. Let's share the remarkable story of a visionary, a social reformer, and a true pioneer of modern India. Last year was his 250th birth anniversary. Here is our tiny effort to pay homage to the spirit of the soul, Raja Rammohun Roy. Imagine a time when the Indian subcontinent was grappling with social oppression, religious dogmas, and intellectual stagnation. Widow immolation was a practice throughout India. During this time in 1772, East India Company took complete control of Bengal province. Calcutta was announced as the capital of British India. Warren Hastings, the first and most famous of the British Governor General of India, moved all important offices from Murshidabad, the former capital of Bengal during Mughal period, to Calcutta. During this time, a luminary was born on 22nd May 1772 in a Hindu Brahmin family at Radhanagar village in Hooghly district of West Bengal. Let us uncover the inspiring story of this luminary, Raja Rammohun Roy, the father of modern India, the leader of Renaissance movement. From an early age, Rammohun Roy displayed a remarkable intellect and an eagerness to explore the world around him. Blessed with a supportive family, he received foundations of education from his father Ramkanta Roy, who was well versed in teachings of Vedas and ancient scriptures. Rammohan's thirst for knowledge went beyond the teachings of his immediate surroundings. His encounters with Persian and Arabic literature, his exposure to the teachings of Islam, Christianity, Vedas, broadened his perspective and instilled in him a spirit of religious tolerance. From 1803 to 14, he worked for East India Company as the personal Diwan, first of Woodford and then of Digby. He visited different places and learned the culture and religious practices of those places. During his posting at Kashim Bajar, near Murshidabad, Rammohun Roy stopped Shotidaho with the help of the British, Armenian, and the local people. The place is now famous as Shotidaho Ghat. While in the job, he published his first book, Tuhafat ul Muhahiddin, a gift to monotheists, which criticized idol worship and promoted monotheism. With time, his dissatisfaction against the high-handedness of British officers in East India Company did not allow him to continue, and he resigned in 1814 from East India Company and moved to Calcutta. In early 19th century, socio-cultural fabric of Calcutta was diverse and dynamic, reflecting the cosmopolitan nature of the city. Traditional Hindu society coexisted with Islamic traditions and the growing presence of the British colonial administration. Built in 1777 in Greco-Roman style, the writers' building was meant to accommodate junior servants or writers of East India Company. Raj Bhavan. Captain Charles Waite started building Raj Bhavan from 1799 and completed in 1809. It was built on the lines of Curzon's family mansion of Kedleston Hall of Derbyshire. Calcutta's Town Hall, an exquisite historical edifice built in Roman Doric architectural style in 1813. It was used for social gatherings of the Europeans. After leaving the government job, Rammohun Roy permanently started living in Calcutta from 1815 at this residence near Maniktala. Here, he used to entertain his European friends and hold meetings with his associates and collaborators. In words of Fanny Parks, May 1823, the house was very handsomely furnished, everything in European style, with the exception of the owner. In 1830, in preparation of his departure for England, Rammohun Roy had this house auctioned through Tullow and Company. At present, Kolkata Police Museum is housed in this erstwhile residence of Raja Rammohun Roy. About his other properties, this could be only located at 85A Amaha Street. Rammohun Roy purchased this property from Francis Mendes at Rs 13,000 in 1815. After construction of the building, he hosted weekly meetings of Attiya Sabha, the precursor to Hindu College, other educational institutes, and Brahmo Samaj. Now this is converted to Rammohun Roy Memorial Museum. Exhibits in the museum are commemorative items, books, paintings, sketches, used furnitures, panels, dioramas. You can come and visit this place from 11 to 4 any time in the week except Saturday and Sunday. Musical instruments and furnitures used by him are displayed here. To counter the cheap songs of Babu culture, he composed Brahmo Sangit and introduced those in the common households. Brahmo Sangit by Rammohun is a big contributor in Bengali literature. Letter to Jeremy Bentham, an influential British philosopher, legal theorist, and social reformer who lived from 1748 to 1832. Robert Owen, 1771 to 1858, was a Welsh social reformer and industrialist. Let's go to his native place, Raghunathpur, 75 km away from Kolkata at Khanakul, Hooghly. Mr. Devashish Sheth, an eminent correspondent and writer, guided us in the place where Rammohun Roy built his own house. Now we will go straight to Calcutta chapter of Rammohun, the beginning of Renaissance period. In Calcutta, he engaged himself in championing social reforms. His two books, A Defense of Hindu Theism and Precepts of Jesus, were published in 1817 and 20 respectively. He was the first writer to use Bengali prose as the vehicle of expression on serious social and religious issues. Educational institutes of his time. His emphasis on education as a means of empowerment and national development earned his acclaim as an educational reformer. He was the pioneer in establishing Hindu College or Presidency College in Calcutta in 1817, what is today's Presidency University. Next year, that's in 1818, the school got separated from Hindu College and started a new journey in the name of Hindu School. A debate between Raja Rammohun Roy and Subramania Shastri from Madras at Bihari Lal Chaube's place at Bara Bazar, Calcutta in 1819. Vedic scholar Shastri failed to establish with Vedic evidences that idolatry was the ideal form of worship. Rammohun Roy established Attiya Sabha, a platform for moral and intellectual upliftment. In 1828, Attiya Sabha was converted to Brahmo Samaj, a progressive religious movement that aimed to promote women's empowerment and to eradicate dowry and caste systems. Rammohun Roy was a staunch advocate for women's rights. He considered Shotidaho, widow immolation, as a form of violence against women and a gross violation of their human rights. He tirelessly campaigned, wrote articles, and engaged in public debates to condemn Shotidaho and brought about its eradication through an act in 1829. Personalities of his time who supported Rammohun. Let me recite a few lines from Rabindranath Tagore. ভেঙেছ দুয়ার, এসেছ জ্যোতির্ময়, তোমারই হোক জয়, তিমির বিদার, উদার অভ্যুদয়, তোমারই হোক জয়। হে বিজয়ী বীর, নবজীবনের প্রাতে, নবীন আশার খড়গ তোমার হাতে, জীর্ণ আবেশ কাটো সুকঠোর ঘাতে, বন্ধন হোক ক্ষয়, তোমারই হোক জয়, তোমারই হোক জয়, ভেঙেছ দুয়ার, এসেছ জ্যোতির্ময়। As an Indian ambassador, Rammohun Roy arrived in England in April 1831. After spells in Regent Street and Cumberland Terrace, Regent's Park, he lodged at 49 Bedford Square in Bloomsbury from January 1832 with David Hare's brother Joseph Hare. From this place he travelled to Bristol in late summer 1833. While in Bristol, Rammohun Roy's health deteriorated rapidly and he passed away on September 27, 1833 at the age of 61. Despite his untimely demise, his legacy and the impact of his ideas continued to inspire future generations, both in India and abroad. To continue with his legacy, one such good work was Rammohun Library, which was conceptualized on 27th September 1886. It started functioning from 24th January 1905. Eminent personalities like Rabindranath Tagore, Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose, Abanindranath Tagore, Annie Besant, Qazi Nazrul Islam, Sir Prafulla Chandra Ray, and many more contributed to enrich this library. In the present building, Rabindranath Tagore was felicitated on receiving the Nobel Prize.
আমরা প্রফুল্ল চন্দ্র রায়ের একটা কমিউনিটি ভলিউম বার করবো, অসাধারণ, যেটা আজ থেকে 100 বছর আগে মানে ওনার জীবিত অবস্থায় বেরিয়েছিল। এটা হচ্ছে
Almirahs preserving works of Rammohun Roy, Prafulla Chandra Roy, Jagadish Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Tagore. It serves as a protected space showcasing the profound contributions of historical figures to inspire and educate patrons.
সমস্ত আলমারিতে যা আছে এগুলো কি ওনার নিজস্ব কালেকশন না ওনার উপরে কাজ করা বই?
ব্রাহ্মণের নিজস্ব লেখার বই আর তার উপর যা যা কাজ করেছেন যারা, মানে এমন বই যাবৎ যা রেয়ার কেউ কিছু খুঁজতে দিলে এখানে পাবে।
This is the machine is 90 years old, more than 90 years.
Apart from rare books and journals, this library also has priceless collections of gramophone records of yesteryear's famous singers, Rabindranath Tagore's recitations, speeches of Sarojini Naidu and others. Presently, digitization of old records, and arrangement to make them public are in progress under the supervision of Chanchal Babu. My friends Bishwadev and Debashish in conversation with Chanchal Babu.
বলে দাও।
আপনার যে ডেডিকেশন এখানে রয়েছে, আপনি কি আশা করেন যে সবাইকার এই ডেডিকেশনটা এক
না সবাই ডেলিগেশন হয় না,
অসম্ভব?
অসম্ভব।
তাহলে এই যে আর্কাইভাল ভ্যালু এবং এই যে সেন্টিমেন্ট আপনি ক্যারি করছেন, সেই সেন্টিমেন্টের ভ্যালুটা যদি কেউ দিতে না পারে, তাহলে পরটা
এই পরে সেটাই আমি জিজ্ঞাসা করছি, এরপরে এই জিনিসগুলো কাকে দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে। বুঝলেন, জিনিসটা তো আমার নিজের নয়, পার্সোনাল, এটা লাইব্রেরি। লাইব্রেরি থেকে আমি আশা করছি কেউ না কেউ হয়তো এগিয়ে এসে সেটা সেটার জন্য আপনাকে প্রথমে থাকতে হবে একটা কানটা গানের তৈরি ঘটনা ভিতরের থেকে আসার থেকেও আপনার কানটা তৈরি হতে হবে।
একটু নামটা জিজ্ঞেস করবো।
আমার নাম ফজল মিত্র।
মানে সজলবাবুর কাছে যে এলাম সেটা আমার বিশেষ বন্ধু, আমার স্কুলের সহপাঠী দেবাশিস নাগ, আর আমি বিশ্বদেব, সব তিনজন মানে একই যে ইয়ের স্কুলের।
The library not only preserves Rammohun Roy's own works but also houses an extensive collection of books, manuscripts, and documents. This heritage conservation and restoration of the building need crores. Rammohun Roy's contributions to Indian society cannot be overstated. Let us carry forward his ideals, championing the cause of justice, equality, and progress for all. To end with a quote from Rammohun Roy: "Truth and virtue do not necessarily belong to wealth, power, and distinctions of big mansions." This is all about our tiny tribute to Raja Rammohun Roy. Thank you.